There's something uniquely satisfying about watching a plan come together in a roguelike. That moment when the cards align, the relics click, and your strategy starts steamrolling every encounter in your path. Cultivation Story. Infinite Sword Realm leans into that feeling hard. It's not just about building a deck, it's about mastering a world that's constantly shifting beneath your feet, all while chasing the kind of power that only a true cultivator can unlock. Set in a mystical realm rooted in Eastern cultivation lore, this game doesn't waste time easing you in. From your very first run, you're thrown into a world where turn-based strategy meets spiritual ascension. You're building a deck, yes, but every card you choose, every relic you grab, and every path you take feels like a step deeper into a system that's deceptively complex. The further you go, the more the game asks of you, not just in mechanical skill, but in how well you understand its rhythm. There's a calm intensity here. The game doesn't scream for attention, it builds tension slowly. You'll start a run thinking you have a decent combo going, only to find yourself blindsided by an encounter that completely rewires how you approach combat. And that's the point. This is a roguelike built around adaptation. You're not just playing the cards you're dealt. You're learning how to twist them into something more. Something powerful, something transcendent. Combat in Infinite Sword Realm is all about tempo. You're not just spamming attacks or tossing out defense cards until the enemy drops. You're timing strikes, stacking buffs, manipulating resources like chi, and countering enemies who have their own unique patterns and abilities. The turn-based flow demands patience and foresight. Sometimes that means saving a key card for the right moment. Other times it means letting go of your original plan and reacting to the chaos in front of you. The relics and perks you collect along the way aren't just stat boosts, they change the way you think. One run might revolve around stacking internal energy for massive burst turns, while another might lean into poison-style effects, draining enemies over time as you dodge and deflect. There's always a push-pull between risk and reward. That unknown chest might hold a game-changing artifact, or completely wreck your build. But that's part of the fun. This game rewards the bold just as much as the careful. What really sets Cultivation Story apart is how it blends classic roguelike design with the fantasy of cultivation. For those unfamiliar, cultivation in Chinese mythology is about ascending through spiritual realms, gaining power through meditation, trials, and mystical insight. That idea is woven into every part of the game, from the story beats to the upgrade paths to the quiet sense of progression that lingers even in defeat. You're not just chasing a high score or beating a boss, you're trying to ascend. Visually, the game leans into a hand-painted, almost parchment-like aesthetic. It's not flashy, but it fits. Every enemy design feels like it was pulled from a scroll, part myth, part nightmare. The animations are clean, the card effects have impact, and the world feels ancient but alive. It's the kind of art direction that doesn't overwhelm but adds layers the more you look at it. And then there's the music. Subtle, atmospheric, with hints of tension that build during tougher fights. It's never in your face, but it keeps you grounded, reminding you that you're not just in a game world, but a place where legends are forged through fire and focus. If you're a fan of Slay the Spire, Monster Train, or Vault of the Void, there's a lot here you'll appreciate. But Infinite Sword Realm has its own identity. It's slower, more methodical, and deeply tied to its setting. It asks you to think differently, to build not just a winning combo, but a path to transcendence. You're not a warrior with cards. You're a cultivator reshaping reality one decision at a time. So, should you check it out? If you enjoy strategy that rewards creativity, if you crave roguelikes that stay fresh dozens of hours in, and if you love games that offer challenge without chaos, absolutely. Cultivation Story. Infinite Sword. Realm isn't loud, but it's confident. It knows exactly what kind of game it wants to be, and for those willing to step into its world and embrace the grind, it delivers something rare, a roguelike that feels like a spiritual journey.